Hello guys, how's it going? This is Splicer here. Now there's still no official release date of PvP within Ghost Recon Wildlands, but thanks to PvPlive.net and a guy called Jay Raven, a lot of information has been leaked for the forthcoming PvP. So from what I can tell in the information so far, it looks like we're going to have at least two game modes. One's going to be your traditional team deathmatch, which will be 4v4, and the other one's going to be an objective based game where you all have to fight over supplies or to fight to get the main supplies, and then that team will win, whoever has obviously the maximum supplies at the end. We also got a look at what the map's going to look like, or one of the maps at least, and I'll show you that in a little bit. But this screen here you can see here, this looks and appears to be a screen from the end of the PvP match, and it's broken down to three sections. So you've got kills, team support and resources. So for the first part you've got your standard player kills, and then next to that you've got NPC kills. So obviously there's going to be AI controlled characters within the multiplayer world, and you'll kill them or take them on to gain an additional points for your team. So obviously they're going to be what you'd expect them to be, easier than what the other players will be, and you just sort of top it up with points taking them out. So you can see here they've taken out more than they have the players. And then next to that, obviously, you've got your kill to death ratio. The second main part then is your team support, and the way they've sort of broke it down is you'll support your team by marking enemy players, marking enemy NPCs, and also reviving teammates. So you can see here, obviously they've marked 9 players, 11 NPCs, and 0 teammates. So it looks like you're going to be getting points for reviving teammates and obviously kill enemies. Quite standard really for multiplayer. And then the last one will be resources. So you can see here it's broken down into 4 different areas. So you've got military equipment, medication, comm tools and fuel. And then underneath all of that you then got loot actions, which for this guy's got 12. Something else we can get from this is the game was sort of just under 15 minutes. So we're looking at probably about 15-minute games, 4v4, both team deathmatch and objective based and resources based game modes, which will be quite cool. We see how it works. So we'll move on to the maps now, just to give you some sort of idea of how the layout's going to be. So we'll look at the first one, which again looks pretty basic. You've got obviously Team 1 and Team 2 spawn points, which are 2 sort of compounds or main areas, and then a river running through the middle with bridges and that sort of thing that goes across. So I'm not sure what map this is for. It could be potentially used for all of them, but it gives you an idea of you're going to be set on 2 sides of the map and then just sort of come at each other, probably use the bridges as tactical advantages. Potentially there's going to be supplies on those bridges or on points that will be harder to obtain. And yeah, it just gives you an idea. I don't really know too much about scale, but what I'll do is I'll put it up against, I'll sort of scale it up to the size of the map that we've got now, so we'll just have a look at that now, and it'll sort of give you an idea of the scale of what this is going to be. Obviously we're only talking 4v4 at the moment. You've got a lot of AI characters in there to bulk it out, so yeah, you can just sort of see the scale of what it's going to be. Obviously this isn't completely to scale, but it gives you an idea of the size of it, and it looks like it's going to be about 1 kilometre. So there's also another map that was leaked, and this sort of marks on it the specific locations. I don't know how accurate this is, but if you're looking at the main 2 spawn points, obviously they're circled in blue, and then you've got bridges, and then there's little blue boxes are where your objectives are going to be, or the locations of that objective. So you can see a lot of the main roads lead to these areas, so it's going to be sort of pinch points where both teams come together. Obviously you can see they're both on opposite sides of the river, so all the snipers and things are going to be, you know, targeted onto those objectives. But it'll be interesting to see how much the AI sort of stop you from doing that, potentially, how much they get involved, how easy or difficult they are to kill. But at least it's given us something. We've got some idea of map size, what sort of objectives it's going to be, and how the layout's going to be. So it's going to be based on kills and on resources that you can obtain. One thing I also haven't done yet is I haven't gone through the classes that are going to be involved in PvP. So if you guys don't know how the classes are going to be laid out, I'm just going to quickly run through them now. So there's obviously going to be Assault, and with Assault you're going to have a scanner. It's going to be medium armor, and it'll be your traditional assault rifle and that sort of thing. You then got an engineer, which will be a drone and have medium armor as well. And again, you'll have sort of a submachine gun and mines and frag grenades and that sort of thing. Scout will have a scanner and have light armor, but will have a 50% stamina boost for sprinting and a 15% speed boost as well. You then have Sniper, which will have a jammer as its sort of ability, and have a ghillie suit, but will have 0 armor on it. Well, have the most minimal armor on it. You're going to have Support, which will be your light machine guns, and that'll have a jammer as well, with heavy armor. So they're going to be like your tanks. The equivalent to that will be that your stamina will be minus 40%, and the speed will be 10% lower than everybody else. So yeah, probably the classes that we're expecting anyway, but it shows you that how the armor's broken down and to what the abilities each sort of class is going to have, and equally what you have to sort of sacrifice if you want to be the tank class and be support. You're going to lose some speed and stamina, whereas Scout you're going to lose all your armor, but you'll be able to run faster and for longer as well. But that's pretty much it for the information I know on PvP at the moment. Obviously I'm going to keep you guys updated, so please subscribe to my channel. Obviously drop this video a like if you like the information that you've got. Equally, if you think something's a bit different, if you know something that else has come in, or there's things you'd like to see that you want to come to PvP, put it in the comments below, and I'll see if I can get back to you. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.